Hey everyone, hope everybody is staying healthy, staying well. My name is Ray Agostino. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, certified speed and agility coach, and I'm also the club physical therapist for Florida West FC. I am the founder and owner of Agostino Athletics, which is the premier physical therapy and sports performance center for youth athletes here in Southwest Florida. My passion is really working with youth athletes and getting them back to dominating on the field after they've had a devastating, serious injury. It really means a lot to me to see them get back out on the field and realize that they can accomplish anything after an injury that they thought might set them back. So again, that's a little bit about me, what I love to do. With that being said, kind of during this time of inactivity, of suspended soccer activities, one question that I've gotten from parents and players alike are, what should they be doing in order to stay active during this period of suspended activities? Which is a great question. I know a lot of us kind of look online, see what we can find, maybe try some things here and there, but maybe just aren't quite sure what is kind of the best thing to be doing. So what I did is I put together a list of the top 10 tips that I feel are essential to really help you stay soccer strong throughout this period of inactivity. And you can actually download that list by clicking the link below and kind of have a handout there just as a reference to kind of help you get through this time. So number one is actually to find an accountability partner. I think this is the most important thing. Just somebody that you can report to, whether that's a teammate, a friend, a coach, a parent, just somebody, hey, I'm going to do this and this is what I did. And you got somebody to kind of help keep you on track. If it's a teammate, maybe kind of send each other your workouts, things like that, just so that way you can kind of keep pushing each other along. Number two, this really helps with making sure that you get the training sessions done, is that for self-trainings, kind of treat it like a practice session or even a PE session if you're doing the virtual school now. So if you got time for a PE class, maybe that's when you're doing your training session. So set a time. If it's like a practice, maybe you do it at 7 o'clock at night. Just kind of keep your routine going from what you were used to with soccer practice. Number three, get creative. You don't have to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. If you do that, then you're just going to be just like them. So you can find some other things to do that are maybe a little bit different, that suit your style and are things that are fun for you. So thing with that too is find whatever household item that you can to act as a cone, a marker, weights even, to kind of help you along to kind of not let it be so stagnant when you're training at home. So number four, don't neglect your warm-ups. I know if maybe you're doing some light activities, it might be okay, but as far as if you're going to be doing some running, some sprinting, those kinds of things, make sure you get at least maybe a 5-minute warm-up in. It's very essential, that way you don't get injured during this time where you're really focusing more on just self-training activities. Number five, stay hydrated. My best advice would be to try to drink about half of your body weight in ounces every single day. Make sure you're doing that every single day. Stay hydrated. Good to practice as well. In season, off season, all of those things, stay hydrated. Number six, mix up your running a little bit. So it's probably the easiest thing for most of us to do is to go running. You don't need equipment, you just get out, start going for a run. But one of the things that I'll have some of the athletes that I work with do to kind of change up their run a little bit is if they're going for maybe a 30-minute jog, let's add a 15-second sprint every 5 minutes. So go for a nice jog, 5 minutes rolls along, boom, 15-second sprint, slow it back down. Jog, 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 10 minutes come along, boom, 15-second sprint, so on and so forth all the way until you're done with your run. Kind of gets us a nice little interval burst there to speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. It's just another way to kind of break up the monotony of just a standard jog for you. You could also take the ball with you, dribble during your run, do a couple kick and chases every 5 minutes. Just, again, get creative with it. So number 7, I think we're on. So change directions. Don't just run forward when you're doing running training. Let's do some side shuffles. Let's do some backpedaling. Let's do some crossing over. Let's do some shuttle runs where we have change of direction, forward, backwards, side to side, spin, all of those things. Think about what you would do in a game and try to replicate it as best as you can. So I think that was number 7. So let's go on to number 8. Incorporate some kind of strength training. You don't need weights. You don't need fancy equipment. You can use your body weight. Let's throw in some lunges. Let's throw in some squats, some push-ups, some core work. Even with, again, getting creative, let's find maybe some books, put them in a backpack, use that as weight for lunges and jumps, doing all those kinds of things. So plenty that you can do for strength training without a sophisticated gym, really without any equipment whatsoever. So number 9, what I also want you to do is try to keep a record. Write down what you do when you do it. if maybe when you get started off, you're a little discouraged by what you're able to do, and then you stick with it day after day, and now all of a sudden, 30 days later, well, look, this is getting much easier for me. Well, now I know what that routine was, and I can stick with that if this extends even further. So again, now you can kind of replicate what you did, knowing what it was that worked for you. So, and number 10, kind of coming from me as a physical therapist, just listen to your body. You'll know if you can push it a little bit more. If you're feeling just a little bit sluggish that day, you don't have to always try to blast through it. Listen to your body. If you're hurt a little bit, if you're just too tired to do anything, to really push it, just take a rest. It's okay to rest. Just listen to your body. It knows best, and that'll help you along. And just a little bonus to throw in here, most importantly, have fun with it. Be creative with your sessions. Have fun with your teammates and friends. Kind of check in with each other, making sure everybody's doing what they should be doing. Keep each other accountable. Have fun, stay in shape, stay healthy. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me with Agostino Athletics. I can kind of help guide you on some things maybe you should or shouldn't be doing. If you have certain goals in mind, I can give you some ideas on what you should be doing to kind of propel yourself towards those goals during this period of inactivity. So that way we're ready to kind of hit the ground running as soon as we're ready to get back out on the field. So that's it. That's my top 10 list to stay soccer strong. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, you can click below, download that, and kind of have it there for your reference. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Stay safe.